It's my distinct honor to welcome our 2021 Masters champion, our first champion from Japan, Hideki Matsuyama. Hideki, 10 years ago, we welcomed you to the Masters as the winner of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship. When you finished low amateur, we knew it was only the beginning of a long career competing at Augusta National. Today, seeing you slip on the green jacket, and after an incredible performance, we couldn't be more proud. And I know the 126 million people in Japan waking up to the nation's first Masters champion couldn't be prouder as well. Congratulations on your historic accomplishment. We'll now take some questions. Doug.
Hideki, why did you go for the green on 15, and what were you thinking when you stood on the 16th tee and your lead was only 2 shots?
そうですね、15番の終わった時点で、13番のボードを見て、ザンダーが、その時何打だ、3打差か4打差、4打差で、15番入ったんで、ザンダーが3連続バーディーだったので流れが絶対良くなってると思ったので、そこで4打差あっても、積極的にいかないで、追いつかれるよりはしっかりと狙ってバーディーを取って、次の16番に行きたいと思って、結果的にはすごくそれが反対に悪い結果になってしまったけど、16番はザンダーが先に入れたので、そこを見て右に安全に行きました。
Xander had just made 3 birdies in a row at 12, 13, and 14. I hit the fairway at 15, hitting first. With Xander having the momentum, I felt, and it was a 4-stroke lead, I felt I needed to birdie 15 because I knew Xander would definitely be birdieing or maybe even eagling. But it didn't happen. And so I stood on the 16th tee with a 2-stroke lead. And unfortunately for Xander, he found the water with his tee shot. And I played safe to the right of the green at 16.
Benjamin.
Hideki, you might know what I'm going to ask because I asked it a million times before, but you dodged the question a few times. Are you now the greatest golfer out of Japan? Do you feel that way? And how important is it that you've done this, being the first person from Japan to win a men's major golf tournament?
今回も同じし、いつも今秀樹が自分の心でやっぱり今まで一番トップのプロと思ってますか？
そうですね、それは一概には言えないですけど、このメジャーを勝ったっていうことでは誰もいなかったので、そういう意味では一番になったんじゃないかなと思ってます。
I can't say if I'm the greatest. However, I'm the first to win a major, and if that's the bar, then I've said it.
Coy.
Congratulations. Do you realize how big of a hero you are to young kids all around the world, especially to those who are in Japan waking up to you wearing a jacket? How does that make you?
若い人たちに対して秀樹がそして今日の朝起きて秀樹がマスターズチャンピオンになってどんな気持ちですか？
そうですね、僕がここで、勝ったことで今ねテレビを見ている子どもたちが5年後10年後、ここの舞台に立って、その子たちと、トップで争える ことができたらすごく幸せですし、まあそのためにはまだまだ僕もこれから先、勝っていかないといけないと思うので、頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Yeah, it's thrilling to think that there are a lot of youngsters in Japan watching today. Hopefully in 5-10 years, when they get a little older, and hopefully some of them will be competing on the world stage. But I still have a lot of years left, so they're going to have to compete against me still. So, but I'm happy for them because hopefully they'll be able to follow in my footsteps.
Andrew.
Hideki, Nick Faldo was already speculating that you might be chosen to light the Olympic cauldron in July. Is that something you would love to do, or would you maybe a little bit reserved and shy for that experience?
まあ僕はやっぱり英語ができないので、そういうチャンスはないんじゃないかなと思ってます。
東京のオリンピックの東京火をつけるでしょう。
まあ僕はやらない。まあ試合のスケジュールもまあいろいろ考えてタイミングがあったらやるかもしれないですけど、まあ現実的ではない。
You know, it would be quite an honor, but I'm not sure about my schedule. If the schedule works out and I am in Japan when that happens, and they ask me, what an honor that would be.
Alan.
Just two questions. The first one, Hideki, you are going to already be a focus of the Olympics. How much pressure will you now feel to bring home the gold medal playing on your home soil?
次オリンピックで日本で自分の国のコースでプレッシャーを感じていますか？
それはどうかわからないですけど、まあまずオリンピックがちゃんと開催されるんだったら、まあ当然そうやって狙いたいと思いますけど、まあ今日の経験は絶対にこれから先の人生、必ずプラスになると思うんで、まあ良かったなと思ってます。
I'm really looking forward to the Olympic Games in Tokyo. If I am on the team, and maybe it looks like I will be, I'll do my best to represent my country, and hopefully I'll play well.
Tom, can I just go back to the 15th hole? What was the yardage and the club, and did he catch that? Did he catch it right, or was it a little thin, and that's why it went like such a rocket?
15番ヤリッジとクラブとあたり。
そうですね。ピンまで227、ターン LP227 だ4アイアンで、いい当たりだったんですけど、ちょっとアドレナリンが出過ぎたのか飛びすぎました。
227 to the pin, hit a 4 iron, flushed a 4 iron. That's why it went long.
Thanks for all that you do. Hideki, people often say he's a rock star in Japan. You hear that phrase occasionally. When you're in Japan, do you feel like a rock star?
日本でロックスターズ感じますか？
わからない。
I don't know.
Ignacio.
Congratulations, Hideki. I wanted to ask you if you consider your last round at Akron as your best round ever, and how you compare it with your third round here this year.
The last round where? I'm sorry. At Firestone? Firestone. Okay. And the last round and the round here?
And the third round here.
Third round.
まあどっちもどっちかなと思いますけど、まあやっぱこのオーガスタで、 65っていう数字を出せたっていうことはすごく自信にもなりましたし、まあファイヤーストーンはもう4年前のことなんであんまり覚えてないです。
Both were right up there at the top of my list. However, I would say the third round yesterday here at Augusta National was even better. And Firestone, he said, was, that was 4 years ago. I've almost forgotten it.
Rex.
Hideki, what do you think this means for golf back home in Japan?
そうですね、やっぱり今の、現役でやってる僕より年上の人じゃなくて、やっぱり今からゴルフを始めるとか、今10代高校生とかの子たちの方が影響あるのかなと思いますし、まあ僕は初めての、メジャーチャンピオンになって、そういうことでやっぱり日本人でも今までだったらできないんじゃないかっていうのが、あったかもしれないんですけど、そこを覆すことが僕はできたと思うんで、そういう子たちにもっともっといいプラスの影響を与えれるように僕はまだ頑張っていきたいなと思ってます。
I hope it'll affect golf in Japan in a good way. Not only those who are golfers already, but hopefully the youngsters who are playing golf or thinking about playing golf. I hope they will see this victory and think it's cool and try to follow in my footsteps. Up until now, we haven't had a major champion in Japan. And maybe a lot of golfers or younger golfers too thought, well, maybe that's an impossibility. But with me doing it, hopefully that will set an example for them that it is possible, and that if they set their mind to it, they can do it too.
David.
Congratulations today. On the 18th green, when you bowled the last putt, the action looked reserved, almost understated. What were you feeling at that moment? Because it was hard to tell.
最後のパット入った時どんな気持ちだった？すごい静かな雰囲気だったけど、本当はどんな気持ちだった？
もうなんて表現すればいいのか、何も考えてなかったっていうのもありますけど、やっぱりザンダーと、ハグして、翔太と組んで初めての優勝だったので、そこで抱き合った後にすごいやっと優勝することができたっていう気持ちになりました。
When the final putt went in, I really wasn't thinking of anything. But then hugging Xander, but then when I saw my caddy Shota and hugged him, I was happy for him because this is his first victory on the bag, and then it started sinking in the joy of being a Masters champion.
William.
Hideki, you said in Butler Cabin that you were nervous from the start today. Did you feel like you were playing for more than yourself out there, and how did you keep the nerves in check?
緊張してて、それがやっぱプレッシャー感じてて、日本のためにプレーしてて、そしてどうやってその緊張感を抑えてた？
そうですね、今日はでね、9時半ぐらいまで朝を寝る予定が思いのほか早く起きて、そこからいつもだったら寝れるんですけど寝れなくて、練習とかウォーミングアップとかすごくいい状態でできたんですけど、やっぱ1番ホールのティーグラウンドに立った時にやっぱりなんていうんですかね、すごい最終組でトップでいるっていうことを考えたらすごいナーバスになってきて、それでもこの3日目終わってトップにいるのは自分だし、 最後の、ね、18ホールしっかりとやり遂げようと、いいプレーをして終わろうっていうことをしっかり考えながら頑張りました。
My plan this morning was to wake up about 9:30, but needless to say, I arose much earlier than that and couldn't go back to sleep. So I came to the golf course early, had a really good warm-up. I felt really good going to the first tee until I stood on the first tee, and then it hit me that I'm in the last group of the Masters tournament. And I'm the leader by 4 strokes. And then it really, I was really nervous. But I caught myself, and the plan today was just go out and do my best for 18 holes. And so that was my thought throughout the day. Just keep doing my best, do my best.
Ian.
Hideki, I guess this is a bit of an awkward question to ask you with Bob interpreting, but can you describe your relationship with Bob Turner and how important has he been on this journey for you to this day?
2人の関係、そして僕は影響ありましたかみたいな、この10年間。
そうですね、やっぱり10年前っていうと僕もまだ大学生でしたし、まあ昨日終わった後、もともとボブさんはセベのマネージャーとかやってたんで、こうどういう面、こうなんていうんですかね、このナーバスな気持ちを慰めてたのか聞きに行こうかと思ってましたけど、あえて聞かないで自分で頑張ってみようと思って、まあでもそれぐらいなんていうんですかね、信頼してる、人です。
Bob is a trustworthy friend. First met when I was in college, and yesterday after the round, I wanted to ask Bob what Seve would have done, because Bob used to work with Seve Ballesteros. But unfortunately, I didn't get that opportunity, so I had to just kind of wing it by myself. But he's a good friend.
Jeffrey.
Hideki, what was the single most important shot you struck all week, and what was the strongest part of your game this week?
今週の一番大事なショット、一番いいショット、そして今週の、自分のゲームの一番強いところ。
そうですね、何も、まあ、先週まで今年に入って1回もトップ10も入ってなかったですし、優勝争いもしてなかったので、期待はしてなかったんですけど、でも水曜日の練習してる最中にこうショットにすごいいいフィーリングが戻ってきていけるかもしれないっていう自信も持ちながら、戦ったんですけど、まあ、最後の方は今日は本当にショットが荒れてしまったけど、まあ3日目まではすごくいいティーショット、セカンドショットを打ってたと思うんで、そこがすごい要因かなと思ってます。はい、最後はやっぱり18番のティーショットを打てたのが一番。
It's been a struggle recently. This year, no top 10s, haven't even contended. So I came to Augusta with little or no expectations. But as the week progressed, as I practiced, especially on Wednesday, I felt something again. I found something in my swing. And when that happens, then the confidence returns. And so I started the tournament with a lot of confidence. And as far as the best shot, Probably the best shot is the last tee shot at 18 today, hitting the fairway. Anyway, I had to do that.
Maybe just a couple more questions. Tara?
Hideki, if you end up being an inspiration to younger Japanese golfers now, are there athletes from your country who inspired you, maybe ones that had come to America, or, you know, where did your inspiration come from?
Mm. そうですね、やっぱりゴルフ、野球では今でね、ダルビッシュとか、ダルビッシュさんとか、前田健太さんとか、大谷とか、前田健太さんとか、いろんな人が野球ではいますけど、ゴルフって今僕しかいないので、自然的に僕になるんでしょうけど、その自分がもっともっと活躍して日本にニュースを届けられたら、僕を目指してやってくれる人も増えるんじゃないかなと思ってます。
You know, the people that I admired were mainly baseball players. Darvish, Otani, Maeda. As far as golf, not so much. Hopefully, others will, like you said, be inspired for what happened here today and follow in my footsteps.
Maybe just the last question, Doug.
Vicky, what do you think the reception will be like when you go back to Japan as a Masters champion? And are you prepared for the treatment and attention that you're going to get and don't like?
日本に帰って、楽しみにしてますか？そしてどんなお帰りなさいというお祝いになりますか？
そうですね、どうなるか僕には想像つかないけどね、このグリーンジャケットを日本に持って帰れるっていうこと自体がね、すごく嬉しいんで、行ってみてどういう反応か楽しみたいなと思ってます。
Doug, I can't imagine what it's going to be like. What a thrill and honor it will be for me to take the green jacket back to Japan. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, Hideki. For a record, could you please go through your scorecard and the clubs you hit into each hole, please? And Bob, maybe you could interpret each hole at a time.
You want the yardage too, or just the?
Yeah. And clubs and yardage and kind of.
もしクラブとヤーデージ覚えたら1番から。
1番ホール、ティーショット、3ウッド、セカンドショット、林だからだって5アイアンで刻んで、45ヤードを60度のエッジで、
60度。
で、8メーター。
First hole was hit a 3-wood off the tee into the right trees. Second shot laid up short of the green with a 5-iron, just punched it out. Third shot was a 60-degree wedge at 45 yards, and then 2 putted for bogey.
2番、ティーショットドライバーで、セカンドショット253ヤード、4アイアンで、グリーン右サイドバンカー80センチ。
Second hole hit a driver, had 253 left, hit a 4-iron into the right bunker, blasted out, just a couple of feet, made birdie.
3番ホール、ティーショット4アイアン、セカンドショットが120、52度で奥オーバーして寄せてパー。
Third hole, teed off with a 4-iron at 120 yards, hit a 52-degree wedge, over the green, chipped up close, and made par.
3番217ヤードピン、で4アイアンで奥10メーター12メーター、2パッター。
4, I hit a 4 iron, back edge of the green, at about 30, 38, probably 40 feet, and 2 putted from there.
5番ティーショットドライバーで左バンカー52のウェッジでギャップウェッジで出して56度の100ヤードを56度で奥20 feet ぐらい。
Fifth hole, I hit a driver into the left bunker, blasted out with a 52-degree wedge, had 100 yards left, hit a 56-degree wedge to 20 feet and made that putt for par.
6番は183ヤード8アイアンで183 8アイアンで、右手前15フィート15フィート外してパー。
Number 6 had a 183 to the pin, hit an 8 iron, 15 feet, and 2 putted for par.
7番がショットドライバーでセカンドが115ヤードをギャップエッジで右1メーター外してパー。
7, I hit a driver, had 115 yards to the pin, gap wedge to 3 feet, missed the putt for par. Missed the birdie putt and then made par.
で8番がティーショットドライバーでセカンド280ヤード3ウッドで奥15ヤードから寄せてバーディー。
It's on 8, hit a driver. Second shot was 280 yards, hit a 3 wood over the green, chipped back on
2フィート。
chipped to 2 feet and made that for birdie.
9番ドライバーティーショットセカンドが100ヤード56度で2フィート2フィート。
Number 9 hit a driver from 100 yards, then hit a 56-degree wedge to 2 feet for birdie.
ティーショット3ウッドセカンド175ヤード7アイアンで手前20フィートぐらい。
10 hit a 3 wood with my tee shot, 175 yards left with hit a 7 iron to about 20 feet, 2 putted for par.
11番ドライバーでセカンドが196ヤード6アイアンで右からで、パターで2フィートにしてパー。
11 hit a driver, had 196 yards in, 6 iron to the right edge of the green, well, collar, 2 putted from there.
順番157ヤード9番円で奥バンカーから、ショートして15フィート外してボギ
ー。12 hit 157 yards, hit a 9 iron to the back bunker, hit it out short, had 15 feet, and 2 putted from there for a bogey.
15番ティーショットドライバーで右13番右ラフでセカンドが215ヤード5アイアンで左、ラフ寄せて2フィート。
13, I hit a driver, had 215 yards in, hit a 5 iron left of the green, chipped up from there to 2 feet for and made a birdie.
14ティーショットドライバーでセカンド127ヤードギャップウェッジで右15フィート外してパー。
14 hit a driver, 127, 127 yards, hit a gap wedge 15 feet right of the pin, two putted for par.
ティーショットドライバーで、セカンド227、4アイアンで奥のウォーターハザードに入って、40ヤードぐらいを60度でショートしてパターで寄せてボギー。
15 hit a driver, had 227 yards in, 4 iron over the green into the water, had 40 yards back to the pin, 60-degree wedge just short of the green, two putted from there for bogey.
16番183ヤード、7アイアンで右、40フィート、3パット。40。
1,683 yards, hit a 7 iron to the right part of the green, 40 feet, three putted from there for bogey.
通常ドライバーで、ピンが140、ピッチングウェッジで右6メーター、20フィートかでした。
17 hit a driver, 140 yards in, hit a pitching wedge to 20 feet, two putted for par.
最後ドライバーでピンまで140、ピッチングウェッジで右バンカー、5フィート外してボギー、フィニッシュ。
18 hit a driver, had 140 yards in, hit a pitching wedge into the right bunker, blasted out to 5 feet, and two putted from there to be the Masters champion.
Great. Well, thank you